Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we're dipping our toes into something a little bit new, r/confessions. Yes, it might be new ground for the channel, but I have been lurking this recently. I found some really juicy posts. I'm like, I can't not talk about these. So that is exactly what we're gonna do today. Still reeling a little bit from the big reveal about Chris Trucker yesterday, but carry on we must. It's what the channel's for, and why not break some new ground while we're in the process. So live streams do happen on Twitch sometimes, not necessarily in a scheduled fashion or anything, but if you want to know, then you can go ahead and follow me over there. We'll get some additional plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into this r/confessions cringe. I feel like my roommate's girlfriend is more attracted to me than him, and I feel terrible about it. Yeah, he got them pheromones going on, boy. This post is so hilarious. I'm really hoping neither my roommate or especially his girlfriend find this post. So I'm 21 male, currently in college, living in an apartment off campus. My roommate, who I'll call Henry, 24M, has a girlfriend, 19 female, who I will give the name Daisy. Is that because you're like a Luigi type? Just never in the spotlight. It's so sad. We should call Henry Mario, honestly. I know it's probably my own insecurities, but I'll just go ahead and admit it. Henry is more physically attractive than I am. Henry Chad. He's about 6'2", muscular, pretty slim with chiseled abs, and is even on our university's swim team. As for me, I'm 5'9", pretty average build. I'm not overweight at all. I get out and exercise regularly, but I'm certainly not as athletic as he is by any means. So you're like already intimidated by this dude? Only physically, I'm totally smarter, and that's really what chicks dig. Now maybe that is true a bit later on in life, but at 19, I remember the chicks that I knew at 19, they would go for the chiseled abs every single time. So I first met Daisy when Henry brought her over the Friday night after we all moved in, which was in early August. Wow, this romance has blossomed fast between you and Daisy. I'm sure she doesn't even know she's involved in it. Me, Henry, and our other two roommates joked about how we were gonna turn into comedians when we meet her, and Henry sarcastically said back, "Y'all better not," but of course, we did. I won't tell exactly what we did, because we recorded it and posted it on YouTube, but we did something pretty funny that left all of us laughing. You don't include a link to the video or anything like that? Wouldn't you want it to go viral if it was so funny? I'm seeing right through you, bro. This is the way that you get out of having to make up something funny, because you're not even clever enough to invent a funny thing to post in your Reddit story. This is some fanfic of the highest caliber, let me tell you. This dude needs to get his brain checked out for real. I should go ahead and talk a bit about our personalities here. Yes, please do. Henry is an architecture major who is mainly into sports. If he's not talking about swimming or his civil engineering classes, it's something about football or basketball. Okay, meaty sports ball head guy. But also architecture major? That's pretty cool. OP is a computer science major who is, well, pretty nerdy. You know, that probably would have been my first guess if I really had to think about it. I watch football every now and then, and I attend one or two of my college's football games every season, but I'm not obsessed with it. So what does your personality consist of, if not sports ball? Well, I'm a gamer. Oh, oh no. Who makes a lot of memes around SpongeBob and all that kind of stuff. Oh, man. Well, okay. This is not the type of individual that generally women are going after, is it? Just play video games, bro. You don't have to be a gamer. It's okay. I enjoy video games. Yes, I'm a gamer. No, please, no. OP continues. I want to say that Daisy is about the same. She understands a lot of my SpongeBob references and gets a kick out of the memes that I make. Meanwhile, Henry doesn't really understand them. Oh, she liked my meme, bro. I got him lining up out here because of my SpongeBob memes. You're killing me, dude. What sort of memes are you making that are so esoteric that a 5-year age gap is the difference between getting it and not getting it? I bought a Switch a little after I moved into the apartment, and Daisy plays Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Smash with me quite a lot. Well, Henry doesn't seem too interested. I mean, Smash is alright. Mario Kart 8, yeah, that's a thing you could play, but I really don't think that Daisy is about to become your gamer GF, right? This is so funny, man. She encourages Henry to join, and I've offered him my controller just so he could play with her, but he still declines. Probably because you'd beat him in Mario Kart and then be like, I totally out-alphaed him. Okay, we get it, bro. You're good at video games. We've also pulled pranks on other people living at the apartment complex. Like, once we cracked open the window, placed a big speaker next to it, and played loud moaning sounds whenever we saw someone walking around outside in the apartment's parking lot. Oh my God, I think those guys upstairs are doing it. Oh. Like, it's so scandalous and so maybe like slightly uncomfortable, but if anything, it just lets people know that they have a perv living next to them. I'm not impressed by this prank. OP does want to point out that they live on the 4th floor and the parking lot is at ground level. You don't say. A parking lot at ground level? What'll they think of next? We were both laughing our heads off, but when Henry saw us doing it, he just said, I swear, y'all are so immature. You don't think Henry has a point? There's a big difference between like 21 and 24, though. I gotta say that. Those are some massive formative years. Anyways, OP also wants to mention that he works as an intern at a small IT company in his college town, and our office has a 3D printer. Oh, hell yeah. You could waste a lot of company money with that. 3D print some guns. No, don't do that. I'm sorry, they're gonna come and take me away. Daisy's asked me to 3D print her some stuff, and I printed her a Pikachu and a SpongeBob and a Squirtle. Wow, dude, she totally wants you. This is so funny, bro. You think 3D printing her some stuff is the way? Maybe at some point she will bang you out, but it's gonna be purely transactional, okay? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't give the boy false hope. Another thing she's asked of me is to teach her binary science, since I'm a computer science major, which I have done. I taught her about the powers of 2 and how they each represent a binary digit, and how to convert numbers to and from decimal and binary. Wow, OP, that was so nice of you to teach her that, and I'm sure you did it without any expectations from her whatsoever, right? You did this out of the goodness of your heart, right? Uh-huh. Usually, every weekend, Henry has to attend a swim team meeting, and Daisy usually stays back at the apartment while he does, hopefully with the door locked. I noticed the past couple of times Daisy's been complimenting me on how I look. saying that she wished Henry would act more like me, and she's even asked why I don't have a girlfriend. It's gone off the rails, dude. Maybe she's trying to pick your ego up. Maybe there's some things that she admires about you, if we're really going out on a limb, right? But to say that any of those things mean that, like, she wants you? Come on, man. You got this whole headcanon going on, and you need to let it go. But okay, here's an example. A couple of weeks ago, I was making dinner for Daisy, myself, and my roommates, along with Henry, whenever he got back. Bro is like obsessed with Henry. He wants to be Henry or be with Henry, I'm pretty sure. I usually do this when I'm not too busy with homework during the weekends, just out of my own generosity. Certainly not to impress my roommate's girlfriend who was over at the time. While cooking, she told me, you know, I wish Henry would cook for me more often, but he'd rather just take me out somewhere and waste a ton of money. Bro, what? That's when you turn to her and say, how many times have you cooked him something? How about that? Let's start there. You know, it's better to give than to receive. But of course, OP doesn't do any of that because he doesn't dare question this version of Daisy that he has in his head. You're not in love with her. You're in love with the idea that you have of her, right? This is so stupid. Later, we were both eating, and I mentioned I'm trying to cut back because I recently went to the doctor's office and found out I gained 20 pounds since my last appointment. She then said, well, you certainly don't look like you're gaining any weight. I guess that's a compliment. Okay, we'll take it and run with it. Hey, what an awkward conversation to have at dinner, dude. Just sitting there eating the mac and cheese you've so graciously prepared, probably gobbling it down like a hippopotamus. You're like, I gained 20 pounds since my last appointment. And she's like, oh, okay. I don't know how to respond. When's Henry getting home? You know he went to bed that night and thought about that one sentence she uttered during dinner a billion times. Meanwhile, she forgot about it 20 minutes after she said it. And he's built this whole elaborate framework around the few gestures of niceness that Daisy has had. All right, here's one more entry. His examples of Daisy slowly falling in love with him, for sure, for reals. We went to a Halloween party, which was actually at our apartment complex. Henry just dressed as a pirate. Nothing too special. However, me and Daisy both loved each other's costumes, which were both SpongeBob references. SpongeBob is not a personality. What are you doing? Daisy was dressed up as Stripper Patrick, which was seen in the first movie. For the SpongeBob aficionados, they can confirm. Okay, cool. Mean Girls was so right about Halloween, dude.
Halloween is the one night a year when a girl can dress like a total...
Like, ooh, I'm a kitty, I'm a kitty. No, you're a... There's no actual costume for mine. It was just a XXL black hoodie, a balaclava, some red sunglasses, black jogging pants, and of course, a spatula. Daisy instantly knew what I was, but Henry, he didn't know at all. Yep, proof positive. She recognizes the hash-slinging slasher. Put a ring on it. When Henry first saw me, he asked, "What are you, like a murderer or something?" And Daisy, laughing, said, "No, he's the sash ringing, the trash singing, the flash pinging." And then we both yelled at the same time, "The hash-slinging slasher!" Yeah, that's total kismet, right there. I can't believe you both know the lines from the same show. Surely this is the solid foundation for a relationship that everybody's seeking. Oh my God. Henry just looked at us for a few seconds and said, "Whatever, y'all and your SpongeBob crap." So, yeah, that's all I have so far. Yes, I'm sure she will give you many other brushing, passing gestures of kindness in the days to come, and you can chronicle them all on Reddit. I'll admit, I think Daisy's pretty attractive. You don't say. However, I'm very worried that one day, while he's at practice or something, she might try to do something with me. On what planet, dude? Then Henry will find out and it'll ruin their relationship and he'll probably beat me up and I'll have to live the rest of my school year with a roommate who hates my guts since we're trapped in a lease until then. I really don't want that to happen, and I also feel guilty for unintentionally trying to take his girlfriend away from him. Thanks for reading. Yeah, it was totally unintentional. Could you be any more the main character, dude? You're like preemptively rejecting this woman that hardly knows you exist. We dressed up like SpongeBob things for Halloween and we play Mario Kart together. I don't think it's gonna work out. If Daisy wanted to be with you, then she would be with you. So stupid. All right, let me wind it back. Let me take this whole post serious for just 1 minute and say that even if Daisy was secretly into you, even if, you know, her and Henry are growing apart, like, you don't make a move until they're officially over, all right? I know you've built this whole thing up in your head, but I really don't think she sees it the same way that you do. This is just like a little reality check, you know? She might legitimately just want to be your friend, and that's cool, right? As long as you're cool being friends. Just friends, which I really don't think you are. A good relationship is not built on Mario Kart 8 and SpongeBob memes, all right? Just stop. God, dude. I've got plenty more great confession stories, and I've been doing a lot more digging on Reddit, trying to bring like the quality stuff to the top. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you'd like to see some more confessions or off my chest or something like that. I'd be glad to cover it. This was a wild ride, I'll tell you that much. But I hope you enjoyed it, friends. I hope you like, comment, and or subscribe. If you did, you know, share the video around. That's always like the MVP-est play. We also got links in the description, you know, plugs, playlists, podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, Teespring. Got social medias, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. I'm everywhere. I'd also like to thank my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous YouTube channel members and Patreon patrons right now. Very much so thank you too. A Tiny Boy, the Melgia Hannon, Sean Cantwell, John Endorse, Train Boy, That One Gay Cop, Valley Eyed Crane, Sheeza, Angel Dark, Bedazzled Misery, Skylar Rain, The Fez Wearer, Rosie Rainbow, Heaven Sent, Robert Thibodeau, Jackie McQuitty, Grim Strive, AJ Colin, Tooth Plushy, Corey Arts, Kelly Clark, Florence Waver, Dungeon Bat, Billy D, Robert Waits, Brandon Ashcraft, Faith Danica, Wargaming Steve, Skylar Morningstar, The Gypsy Barber, Fire Drake, Samantha, Death's Flagship, and buy two, get one hand. From Patreon, Glorious Maximus, oh, that's a new one, Holly Ho and Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Vixie, Ellipses, Captain Cloud, Jerry, Deku, Esteban, Wargaming Steve, Beat Top with Back of Mouse, Without Tell, with Jerry, Back for Forgiveness, he sure did, PCB, Santa Jerry, Silent Revolver, a very tired Jerry, and Justy Jargonian Jerry, Aaron Jerry, and Frankenberry, ain't that a hot bitch though? Assassin Bug Jerry, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Benji and the Jets, Billy D, Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Bronze Kraken, Chance the Blue Kraken, oh, those two different Krakens right there, Commander JT, Comrade Moody, Destiny Piper, Dr. Larks, Y'all, Aaron Arrow, Radic Mechanic, East Sparks, Frozen Over Studios, Fire Drake, Gizmo Jack, Adrian BR, Irish Pirate, Lust the Blue Marmalade of Mutiny, Iron Knowledge, J.M. Coon, Jerry Smith, Jerry Kitsune, the original Jerry, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry Flips the Jerry, make my name longer so ReddX speeds up the Patreon list even more. It's gonna happen. Jerry, Outlaw of the Trugger, Hong Kong, Jerry, I'm begging you, please don't take my beard. Jukebox Jerry, Cage Alex 9, Kira, Kruhi, Cuddly Kraken, Lady Italian Grey Houdino, Lady in Awakening, Lauren Crow, Legitimate Girl, Lord Jerry, leader of the Thunder Jerrys, Luke was a race car driver, he was a good friend of mine, never did win that chicken flag, but I have to drink his wine, like and subscribe. Milady Dix, Melgar, the Destroyer, Metal Factor, I'm here because my cringe senses are tingling. Yeah, it worked out today, huh? Miss Black, Needless King 89, not another Jerry, but he is though. Paracon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, Queen's Quaaludes and Quagmires, Ramtide, Lacrimate, Redwind, Rose Jerry Miller, Surrey to the Lolita, Scarlet's Coven, Sergeant Gay Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Imp, 70 Gunner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tomago, the Gypsy Barber, the Lilith Who, Trufusky, this isn't even my final beard. Take Jerry, try to find another ball to get back to the real world. Vanguard, Angel, BC3, Viking Jerry, Vladimir, Dragonov, Wiki Tag, Zephyr Gargoyle, or Clay. One Leg Jerry has returned from battle. A normal Jerry. All right, Red, for you I bring Doritos, but I can't your expertise of their Neckbeards. Admiral D-Tank, Amber Alder, another stupid hipster, Tommy Jerry's the Breaker of the Tom Army, Bad Penny Lake, Bartender Keelia, Big Dad Wolf, Broke Spine, Horseradish, Cake Jerry, that's a different Jerry. Cowabunga Jerry, Girl, Carcass, Chicago Panda, Corey, this commissions now, Cowabunga Jerry, Cryptides, the Fawn Jerry, Dr. Tuna, Dilf Jerry, Dwarf Dude, Fedorable Jerry, just tip the lady, ooh woo. I always do. do. Get to it, the Doodles Commission's also open. Jerry Boo's daughter, Ghost of Alpha, Greymon 365, half Slavic Jerry in a tracksuit. Eeknot, Hydra Jerry Solomon, Jace Christensen, Janitor Jerry's back from the abyss to clean up after the teenage beards. Good luck. Jeffrey, Geralt of Arabia, Jerry in the Cringe Machine, aka Roxanne Wolfsip Jerry, Jerry Boat 2 S's and E as Jesse, Jerry Springer, the results are in. You are not the neckbeard. Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom has got it going on. Check out that mustache on Jerry Aldo Rivera, Jerry Roxers, Jerry Roleplay Game, Kim Marvelous, Kitzikin, Machia CD, maybe next time, Miss Duchess, Mr. Gasmask, not a Viper, not a Visible Angel, Raptor, Selden Dark, Snary, that's Snom, Jerry, Spoonie the Rogue, Spooky Scary, Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, they call me Jerry Two Knives, Jerry Pie. Third stuff, this is purely a mercantile transaction. Yeah, that's pretty true. To Infinite Jerry and beyond. Tokyo Bird, Unkale, Vaughn, Venom Jerry, 2 Liter Mountain Dew, Grow by Neckbeard, Grow. It's Jerry time, holds ReddX for Hygiene, it's Jerry time, holds ReddX for Humility, and thank you to my $1 patrons as well. Bless up to all the Jerrys and not Jerrys alike, doing the most to keep the channel afloat, and I could not be more grateful. If you can join these guys in supporting, that's huge. If you can't, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there, wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, I don't know, watching some more ReddX videos. Go ahead. Always remember that you are loved. You are worthy, friends. You definitely deserve it. And I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.